Okay, so exercise number 13. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this front face. But instead of drawing the whole thing this time, I'm going to draw half of it. And then I'm going to mirror it across. So I'm going to start with the curve and then draw all my lines up down to this point, and then we'll figure it out from there how that we mirror it across. So I'm going to jump into my sketch tool, and I want to grab this face here because we're looking straight onto the front. And we're going to start with our arc. So this down here is our circle, but we only want half of it. So I'm going to go circle. I'm going to go arc, sorry. I'm going to go center point arc. I'm going to draw it all around this green line so we can use that green line to mirror our thing. So I'm going to come across 9 because it's a radius of 9 and back to our green line. So there is our arc. We're then just going to grab our line tool and start drawing what looks to be our shape, which is something like that there. And now we can start dimensioning things. So I have no dimension here. I've got 16 there. I have 20 there. I have 20 there. Here I don't have a dimension, but I do have a dimension from here down to here, which is 80. And then I do have a dimension from here down to here, which is 100. So we've got a little issue here. Our line up here is moved, but that's okay. We're going to take him, we're going to coincident him to there. Oh, we can't, that's okay. Let's delete him. Grab our line tool off the end and back into our line, our green line there. And then we can do some more dimensioning. This one should be 10. This line keeps moving, so what we're going to try and do, I can't coincident him onto here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, a construction line. So if you don't know a construction line, we choose that one. We're just going to draw a construction line up that green line. So then what we should be able to do is choose coincident and say that this point here has to be on this line. And he has to go through that line there too. So we now just need to figure out our dimensions for this. So it says here that this is a 90-degree angle. So if I dimension him to that line, I can do my angle. It's not going to be 90 here, it's going to be 45 because it's half of 90. And now we should be fairly well locked in. That looks about the same as half of that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to select, so click and drag across my whole sketch. And I'm going to choose this mirror tool. So what it's saying is I have 19 object selectors, so all my lines and things. And then I need to choose a mirror line. So if I click select, I'm going to choose that construction line I added. And it's just going to mirror it straight across. And there's my whole shape done. And if I was to change this to 5, you'll notice the other side changes as well because it's mirrored. So just be aware of that. I've drawn half my shape only and then mirrored it around my construction line. Finish my sketch. I'm going to extrude him. And I'm going to extrude him at 60 millimeters. There is my shape. So what we're going to do is we need to add on this little rectangle here that sits here. We're going to do it on both sides at the same time. So let's rotate him around the back. Choose our back face. Click sketch. Now if you look closely, all that this is actually a rectangle from there to there. And we're going to put him in both of them. We're going to finish our sketch. We're going to extrude it, both of them, this way. But how far are we going to go? Well, we have 60 and this distance is 30, which means it has to be 30. Now, it needs to be minus 30 just because we're going the other way. Now, one thing to note here that might happen to you, so if I go back into my extrude, sometimes it might change it to a new body. And what that will do is it'll make it like a new section or a new part. So you'll end up with this line here, which is okay. But if you want it to look right, you just want to make it as the same body or the same part. So it needs to be a join operation, and then it'll join it on. And that there is our lovely shape that we've made.